I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it. So I know, as we all know, the draft is right around the corner, about 2 weeks away. I know people are excited, excited to see what maneuvers the Vikings make. You know how this Quasi goes, how this draft goes for Quasi. Can he hit? Can he capitalize on the draft? Will it be a successful draft? I get it. I get it. I dig it. But at the end of the day, it's some more intriguing stories, like some underdog guys who may get a second chance at the NFL or fighting for a second chance in the NFL, huh? One in particular, former Minnesota Viking, Kenny Willekes. Yeah, I said Kenny Willekes, man, is balling in the UFL as we speak. No, Kenny Willekes, he was one of those players, the Vikings, when he was brung in. You thought one day he could be a potential juggernaut on the line, or at least be really into the mix. Heavy in the rotation, make some noise for real, make some noise. And even though he flashed some games here or there, he even got into the rotation due to injuries, etc. But he flashed sometimes. But at the end of the day, he just couldn't cut it. He just couldn't make it, whatever the case, whatever the reason may be. Whether it was development, a lack of development. I think he was on down a tail in that weak ass shell regime, right? Coming into it at the end of it. Whether it was he was just not ready, his body hadn't got used to the NFL game, NFL speed. He just needed a few more years to get acclimated to the real game, to the new game, whatever the case may be. Sometimes a change of scenery is needed. Sometimes you may have to go down a level, bounce back up, climb your way, fight your way back up. You hear me, dog? The underdog story. You hear me? Different parts of the journey, homie. But the fact he didn't give up, he didn't give in, he didn't fold when the Vikings cut him, released him, whatever. Whatever chance he got in the NFL, failed, but really not a failure. Failure is not a failure is not nothing bad. A failure is not a total loss. Depending on how you look at that failure, what you learn from that failure, do you regroup and bounce back and come back better from that failure? Correct. That's the biggest thing, the biggest question. Yeah, failure is not a freaking loss, dog. You know what I'm saying? A failure is a win. Turn it into a win, a victory. How you look at it, baby. So Kenny Willekes said, all right, boom, I'm going to adapt, regroup. Now he's in the UFL balling. And you seen by the eye test, his pass rush abilities, the motor, right? Something was just missing. Change of scenery. Like I say, a different league. Get around different coaches, a different environment creates a different hunger. He's sitting there like, damn, baby, I can do this in the NFL. Now I got to work my way back up, huh? If I just put the work in, zone in, focus, I just needed time. So I'm sure all these thoughts are going through his head. But Kenny Willekes, a name to watch. And we've seen numerous UFL players come through the league, come through the NFL, correct? Saw with Jalen Redmond for the Vikings last year, UFL player, fought his way back into the mix, into an opportunity. Why not Kenny Willekes, especially if he's really progressed? Then we got to see how the season continues to go, how it flows. Does he continue to produce, get better and better, right? Improve his game along the way, but he will get a shot. And it could be with the Vikings, depending on how the season goes, what the situation is next year. But it's never over, dog. Never fold, never quit on yourself. It's the biggest bottom line of this story here. Yeah, never fold, quit on yourself. Keep pushing no matter what, bro. Period, no cap, huh? Get into this article, man. But shout out Kenny Willekes. Kenny Willekes, bro. Respect to that dude, man, for not giving in, continuing to grind, continuing to work. And I believe he will make it. He will get that second chance, long as he stay focused and determined. Keep his eye on the prize, homie. You hear me? Let's get it, man. We go, man. We go. And they say tearing up. They say tearing up the NFL, huh? I mean the UFL. It's a different story. Different process. There they say tearing up. Oh, he's not just doing good, succeeding, playing well. He eating heavy, homie. You hear me? Believe that. Let's get it. One former Viking is tearing up the UFL. The former Minnesota Vikings draft pick and pass rusher is cooking in the UFL, an alternative league that also features ex-Vikings quarterback Kellen Mond. Kellen Mond being kind of trash, though. No disrespect. We talking facts here. Willekes plays football for the Michigan Panthers, while Mon leads the San Antonio Brahmas. Both men are actually employed by teams from their home states. Mine has not quite excelled early in the UFL season, but Willekes has so much so that he's turning heads with his performance. That's all it's about. That's all it's about, huh? Working his way back up. Let's get it. Kenny Willekes thriving in UFL. Through 3 games, Willekes Panthers have a 2-1 record, and he has personally accounted for 13 tackles and 1.5 sacks. The 27-year-old has found rejuvenation in the UFL. That's how it happens. That's how it happens sometimes, baby. Huh? Every path, every journey is different, correct? A league that is often a springboard to the NFL. For example, the Vikings signed defensive tackle Jalen Redmond last summer, who made a name for himself in the UFL. Redmond quickly caught on with the Vikings, making the 53-man roster last August and balling out when called upon in the regular season. Became a starter, correct? Can't deny that fact. With any luck, Willekes could emulate Redmond's path. Willekes stacked these accomplishments in college at Michigan State. Let's get it. Big Ten Defensive Lineman of the Year, 2018. Burrowsworth Trophy, 2019. Two-time first-team All-Big Ten, 18-19. Third-team All-Big Ten, 2017. So the skills are there. The talent is there, homie. Some players develop differently at that level, at the NFL level, dog. Some dudes give it to you, boom, first year in, rookie year. Other dudes, okay, boom, bet. All right, check it out. He needs time to develop. He needs room to grow. Mentally, physically, etc. Get used to the game. Boom, now he's back in effect. That's how it goes sometimes, you hear me? Period, man. You know what I'm saying? Pro Football Focus on Willekes. And side note, every player is talented. The question is, can the team, the squad, the organization, coaching staff he's around bring the best out of him? The organization bring the best out of that dude there. Put him in the right scheme, the right fit, and build a real cohesion and chemistry amongst the team. That's how you build a real Super Bowl caliber team, baby. And the Vikings are headed that way. They are headed that way. I stand on that 10 toes down. You hear me? Believe that there. Pro Football Focus on Willekes. PFF took notice of Willekes' performance this week. And in fact, the former Viking is the highest grade player on the Panthers roster through 3 games. So he's balling. He's putting the work in. I don't care too much about the PFF, but the eye test he's passing the eye test, dog. That's all that matters there. Let's get it. Ben Cooper on PFF noted Kenny Willekes is quickly establishing himself as the UFL's top pass rusher in 2025. So he's really balling down yonder. He's really balling round yonder. Come on, bro. Can't deny that there, homie. His 33.9% pass rush win rate far outplaces any other defender, and his 18.6% pressure rate is a top 5 mark in the league. Willekes ranked first, I repeat, first in PFF pass rush grade, 90.7 in week 3 after securing a league high 8 quarterback pressures. Dude's balling, man. Dude's hungry around yonder. Believe that, huh? Yeah, you hear me. Kenny Willekes is flashing early season pass rush. Let's bring it back. Kenny Willekes is flashing early season pass rush dominance. The Michigan edge defender secured a league high 8 quarterback pressures in week 3, and his 33.9% pass rush win rate this season far outpaces any other defender. Cooper reiterated. He's balling, homie. These are the top graded Panthers performers as of April 17th. Kenny Willekes, defensive end, 90.6 grade. DJ Miller, junior cornerback, 89.7. Cole Cabral, guard, 82.6. Kai Nakua, is that Puka Nakua's brother around yonder? Safety, 81.7. Breland Speaks, defensive end, 81.7. So he's winning easily, convincingly. So he's doing something right. He's doing something right, bro. All you got to do is keep balling. He's going to get back in the NFL. Oh, yeah, after this year, after this season, bro. He will be on the NFL roster next year. Believe that. Maybe, hopefully, with the Vikings, huh? Got to keep performing, though. What is this, bro? Get up out of here, bro. Give me 1 second, man. Okay, get up out of here, bro. The hell? The Vikings drafted Willekes in 2020, a 7th rounder and fruit. What did he say? A 7th rounder and fruit from the Stephon Diggs trade to Buffalo, which also fetched Justin Jefferson and Cameron Bynum. Willekes served as a classic example of a player for whom fans had high hopes for. Facts, man. Everybody thought Willekes was going ball. Had a high motor, physicality, aggression. Could use some work in the technique area of it. But damn, people didn't expect Willekes to be gone. But injuries as well accumulated within his career as well, though. Got to take that into consideration. Basically every off season, but injuries habitually stunted his development. Willekes ultimately hit injured reserve in 2020, 21, and 22. The last anybody heard from him occurred in May 2023 when Minnesota released him from the roster. Most believed he had quietly retired now. Now in the UFL, he's back. All it takes is that one chance, homie. That one chance, and you take full advantage of that thing there, baby. Let's get it. Willekes played 202 defensive snaps with the Vikings, all in the 2021 campaign, and tabulated 9 quarterback pressures, 2.5 sacks, and 18 total tackles. When he saw the field, a rarity he produced. In that vein, it's almost no wonder he's taken off in an alternative football league. Few questioned his on-field performance. Injuries got in the way. That's what it is, bro. When you see all that extra stuff, that's what it is, period, homie. Bottom line, He's an NFL player. He definitely an NFL talent, like we say. Technique, injuries. We seen that whole player's back, But all the credentials there. He's an NFL player. He should be on the NFL squad, NFL roster, dog. So if he stays healthy, continues the ball, he will get another shot. Believe that. Yeah, that's it right there, man. Let me know how you feel about the video. Fire the comments up. Feedback is much appreciated. How you feel about Kenny Willekes balling? Side note, are you excited for the draft? Let me know, dog. Feedback is much appreciated. Believe that. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. Make sure you hit that bell. Support the grind. Support the channel here. Big SKOL Vikes. Win, lose, or draw forever. Believe that. Yeah.